Well, I mean, we're back.
Oh, we started.
We started. That's going in. So.
Welcome to the Comfort Zone Podcast.
Yeah, we're back for 2024.
Episode 4.
We made it. Episode 4, 2024.
We're doing well.
We are doing very well. I think people probably thought, where are those two guys gone? That podcast died a death.
I have nothing to listen to on the bus home anymore.
Exactly. People probably thought we were gone, but here we are.
Probably hoped we were.
Yeah. So.
That sounds like a threat.
It does. Yeah.
We're still here.
We're still here.
We're like ISIS.
Yeah, first one of 2024. Podcast is nearly a year old now, and we only have 3 episodes out. So
you could have just said the podcast is nearly a year old.
Yeah, well, technically it is over a year old from the idea being developed as a podcast. The original inception of the conception.
When we can see this podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, it's our first one of the year. I think definitely the aim is to get more episodes.
More than 3, yeah, for sure.
More than 3
Maybe
episodes out this year.
6.
Yeah.
Shoot for double.
But I think over the last couple of months I kind of lost that kind of fire for it. I think but now
I fucking have no.
that you just no motivation for it at all.
It's like this is like community service.
Yeah, for your witness protection.
Yeah. Witness.
Yeah.
Protection. That's a bit harsh.
Keeps the mind distracted.
Yeah, to be fair.
But I think that's how I was in the last couple of months. Distracted by every little thing.
Do you have to pay for witness protection? Is it like a subscription?
I've never had pay a subscription to have witness protection. What is witness protection?
It's like when I think actually, what I think it is when you're a criminal.
Yeah.
You have a lot of dirt on other criminals.
Oh,
You give it up to.
You're a snitch, like.
You snitch, and then they go, okay, as part of the deal, you snitched. So we're going to keep you safe. We're going to give you a fake name, move you 500 miles away.
So you think they would have to pay a subscription for that?
Well, obviously not now I think about it, but do you think if you could pay, would you do it?
Maybe.
If you just...
That's a good way for judges to make money.
Yeah. You could pay to get put into witness protection. If somebody was pissing you off, fuck it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Put it into small print if they sign in for witness protection, they don't see it, that they have to pay a monthly subscription. It's like a tenner a month. Yeah. That's a good way for them to make money.
Anyway, you were talking about getting distracted.
I definitely had been a lot more distracted than I should have been, but now I think I've got my priorities kind of straight, because this is important. You know what I mean? This
means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I like to hang out with you.
Yeah, because we don't hang out otherwise.
Not really.
Not really. So.
Not anymore.
But yeah. But it's good to be back. We do have a good few topics we want to talk about today. But I guess maybe first we should probably a little kind of recap over the last year, not just podcast wise, but just life wise.
Big year.
Was it a big year for you?
I mean, it kind of was. I finished college.
Yeah.
Got a job.
Yeah.
I started a podcast.
So you're just...
That's 3 things.
That's 3 big things.
3 things last year.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Was it sort of the year that you expected it would be?
This is the thing. I don't lay out what I think is going to happen. I'm just whatever happens, yeah. Yeah. So I didn't really know. I mean, I knew I was going to finish college, to be fair.
Right, yeah.
I was kind of confident that I would be able to do that.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I could probably... I would say last year was a good year in terms of, I got travelling a lot more than I wanted.
You wanted? It says like somebody dragged you out.
No, I travelled more than I... Anticipated, that's the one, yeah. More than I wanted. I didn't want to travel. I was taken against my will. I'm broke from the monthly subscription.
It's like OnlyFans.
No, but I travelled more than I thought I would. Yeah, so that's good, and I think that's something I want to do more in. Really? Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I have a job now and I have more money to travel, but the time isn't there anymore.
Being in a full time. Yeah, role like that, I suppose you just don't notice the time going by, and you just get so caught up in it that...
Yeah, you're just making money going bad for bad,
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I would like to do this year. Anytime I have, holidays, weeks off, which I should have done this week. I was off this week and didn't travel, but... We should have travelled, yeah, but...
And then we would have had a story to tell on the podcast.
Exactly, yeah.
We could have filmed some bits of the podcast.
Maybe we should do a podcast abroad this year.
Yeah.
That would be quite fun. Just bring the mics and a camera.
Where would we go?
And the sign,
Maybe
of course.
Belgium.
Belgium would be quite good. We could go back to Berlin for you, you know.
That would be fun.
Do you think maybe that stumped your travelling, how much you travel, because you're away for so long?
Probably, yeah. So I don't feel bad about not doing much traveling because I did enough.
Yeah.
Before, maybe?
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, okay, let me chill for a bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, it gets harder to organise as you get older.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Like, it's harder to find people who want to go places.
Yeah, true. It's hard.
Like, go do solo trips. And, like,
I've never done a solo trip before, but I would love to.
all those people on TikTok that are like, come with me on my solo trip.
Yeah. Oh, I see a lot of them actually. Yeah.
And like, they look like they're having fun, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to be that person. Yeah.
I feel like if I went away by myself, I would end up spending too much money. Because, you know, like when you're, it's like, say you go on a trip away with your mates, it's all about, in the beginning, it's all about saving money. You know, how cheap can we get this? You know, you go Ryanair, you go, oh, let's go for just a cabin bag, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I went away, I'd be that nervous going away by myself. I'd be like, right, I'll try and find as much comfort.
That's what I do. When I'm by myself, when I get nervous, I just spend money.
Yeah.
All the time.
Literally, like, I'll get myself a nice hotel.
Yeah, like
you know.
If I know that I can spend money to make myself feel a little bit more comfortable,
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Yeah, like I'll go a nice Aer Lingus flight, you know, sort of like that.
The seat at the window.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Nice hotel, sort of book a lot of activities during the trip that probably you wouldn't do if you were...
I wouldn't eat though.
Yeah, do you think so?
Like, you know, there's one thing that, like, I feel like I could do most things by myself, like go to, like, museums and shit like that, but go to a restaurant by myself,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah.
It's a big...
I feel like I would just go to the shop and just buy
just
stuff,
buy
and just because I find when I'm at home and I'm bored, I just eat.
Yeah.
Which really, that could be a goal for 2024. Stop doing that. Yeah, stop eating. Like, yeah.
Every time I eat something, I'm just like, what's next?
Yeah, I feel like I would drink less. Naturally.
Yeah, for sure.
You would drink a lot less.
You're fucked. Imagine you're on your own.
Because it'd be hard to be that guy that goes to a bar by himself.
I'd look for like an older couple to like take me under their wing.
Take you home.
Yeah, just someone to look after me and stuff like that. You know, when you find like a pair of 60-year-olds who are like retired and they have a kid about your age and they're like, but the kid's like he's a disgrace. Like, you as the son they could have had.
Yeah.
And so they buy you alcohol.
Or maybe that 60-year-old couple is just looking to spice things up a
They
bit.
could be swingers.
Could be swingers, yeah. Would that float your? Would that float your boat?
Okay, why not?
Yeah,
Like I said, go with the flow. You know, you just gotta try things.
Yeah. I'm not going to say after that now that we should organise a trip, because that just sounds like we're going to organise to go swinging. No, we should.
Maybe next week.
Definitely next week. Go next week. Yeah, we could do. But I guess that's probably a goal for mine for 2024. Stop eating when bored. That's
a good one.
But as for that, I guess just lifestyle wise and fitness wise, I think I have a lot of goals
I
to
should drink less, I think.
Yeah.
I drink a lot.
Do you? Not a lot, no. The average Irish man, that's how much you drink, just the same way.
Actually, like, there was a time a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I was building something in my house, and like, it was in the evening, and I was like, in the middle of it, I was like, you know what would make this better? Just beer.
Just drink.
I just got like a can, and I was like, I feel like such a dad right now.
Yeah.
And I actually had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I was like, God.
Did you do it with your dad, or no?
No.
Ah. It was just by yourself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's really old lad, sort of.
By myself, building something with a can, I was like, God, I feel like somebody's dad, but I'm not somebody's dad.
Did you get it built in the end?
I did, yeah.
Well, there you go.
It was fun, but at the end I was like, why am I drinking?
A lot of people are a lot more on it when they're drinking. You know, not drunk, but like, it just gives them that little, that sounds like something an alcoholic could say. Like, you have one drink and I just need that little kick, you know? Yeah. We haven't done a drunk podcast yet.
We were going to do that, weren't we?
We were going to do that, yeah, kind of around Christmas. Yeah.
And then, what happened?
I think we just couldn't find a time, or we had a few little kind of, I guess, technical kind of little issues that we kind of had to overcome, and I think this one should be a lot better, like especially visually and stuff as well, and hopefully the audio will be a lot better.
Saying that I want to drink less, and maybe doing a drinking podcast is a good way to go.
No, maybe not.
But we'll see.
Although it was my birthday this week, so we kind of had an excuse.
I want to drink less, but realistically, I'm not going to drink less.
No.
I'm going to drink more.
You're going to drink more.
It'll be a full-blown alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, summer's coming, so...
It is.
Beer gardens and beaches.
Yeah.
And swingers.
Yeah, old swingers.
Old swingers.
And witness protection.
Witness protection. That's the title, I think.
Witness protection.
Witness protection and swingers.
Maybe that's where we've been. We're in witness protection.
Maybe. With swingers.
Isn't that right, Frank?
Yeah, exactly.
Different names.
Oh yeah, because to protect us. But I guess for 2024 that is probably one of my main goals is like fitness wise. I've been in the gym.
You're in the gym.
I have been in the gym. It probably doesn't look like it, so thanks. But me and one of our good mates, we go regularly. So I guess we're gonna get back at it now in February and just.
When's the last time you went?
3 weeks ago, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been away, so fuck you.
Get back.
No, he's home now, so we'll be back at it soon. But other than that, I think it's just it definitely is for me. Obviously, I got things in like my main working life that I want to progress.
Rise the corporate ladder.
Yeah, I would like to kind of go into management or at least explore that kind of explore that a little bit. Yeah. But no, that is something I would like to do. But
for sure. You've got the experience.
But definitely, I think the podcast should be my main thing. I just want to improve it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, sacrifice the rest of your life just for this podcast.
It probably will get to a point where that does happen because you need to work and you need to make a living. But money comes and goes.
Podcasts.
Just don't tell that to the homeless because they won't believe you. So, but no, that is that's probably my main goal this year is to really get this podcast to. Maybe we could explore having our first guest this year.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
That would be quite good, but it will cost a bit more money because we'll have to get more.
I have an idea of a guest who would do it for free.
Do you? I've had an idea for a guest for our first guest as well.
Who would do it for free?
Possibly, and I think it's actually quite attainable, and I think you would like it, and Dennis would like it. I think we would all. It's someone we all know, and we could all. But yeah, stay tuned. See, we have plans.
We have at least 2 guests.
We have at least 2 guests, so we'll have to get the studio a bit bigger though, because they won't fit. Maybe they could just sit there,
just on the floor
in front of the camera.
Like they can pop their head up a little bit into frame anytime.
Possibly, yeah. Well, this person does have quite big. Replace Genesis.
I don't like this.
Yeah, Genesis wasn't actually in the last podcast.
Good. It was.
No, come on, we gotta show her some love.
It's like it's not even real.
Do you know she was shoved actually under my stairs just for months? Yeah, just for months. But she's back.
She's back.
But yeah, but yeah, I think that's it for for goals for the year: podcast, fitness, travel.
That's good.
That is good.
I will agree with 2 of them.
Podcast and travel. Fair enough. Well, you're fit enough already, so.
I mean, I just don't. I literally just said I was going to drink more alcohol this year. So
yeah. Well,
it's not going to be good for my body, but that's fine.
No, not really.
The planet's going to die soon.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Yeah, that is a good way of looking at it. We're all. That's what I mean. Money will come and go. We're all going to die soon. So just do what you want.
Yeah.
But as for other things going on, recently, I guess one thing I want to talk about is the Grammys that was recently.
That was.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about that because
you're more into music than I am, to be fair. So you probably know more.
Possibly, but I kind of tuned into it a little bit. But my one thing with these award shows, and I know you're big into movies as well, so I wanted to hear what you think about this. Do you think that these big award shows are losing credibility at all, or do you still think they hold?
No, I don't know if they really ever hold that much credibility. I think.
Yeah, because one thing that I've noticed, a lot of these artists are big. That I look at, they are big artists, but you never really see the icons that are of today going for Grammys anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, aside from Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah, but I think she has it. I think she has it easy in terms of competition, and I know that might sound mental because there are a lot of phenomenal artists out there. But think of artists and I know these are probably they've all got their own lives going on and whatnot. But Like, think of like your Beyonce's, your Rihanna's, Bruno Mars, Justin Bieber, even as far as like Ed Sheeran. I'm just rattling off a few. Adele.
Yeah.
You don't really see them even up for Grammys anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're still coming out with albums and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, say Justin Bieber, for example, I think he's working on an album at the moment. Like Rihanna, I know was obviously she's having another child or had another child, but like with her Super Bowl performance, it looked like she was coming back. Beyonce's been touring.
She's been doing shit, yeah.
She's been doing a lot of shit.
Bruno Mars hasn't done much though, has he?
Bruno Mars has died or
He
no?
needs to come back. I actually saw when the Grammys came out, like the Taylor Swift won album of the year, people were like, okay,
Yeah.
somebody next year needs to come in and like actually challenge her.
Give her a bit of
And
competition.
everyone
That's
was
my
like,
thing.
"Oh, just Bruno Mars do it."
Yeah, literally,
Everyone
like,
loves Bruno Mars.
because that last album that he did with Anderson .Paak
That was fire.
probably should have swept the Grammys in a sense, but I think they hadn't released it in time or something.
Yeah, they didn't put it up, I think.
Yeah.
They made the choice.
They didn't put it up for Grammys, so it kind of makes me think, like, are artists even bothered by winning Grammys anymore?
I don't know, to be honest. I feel like for new artists, it's like, it's good to get that like recognition, and then just so then they know that they're gonna like,
Yeah,
they've reached that level and then they can keep going. But like people who already have the recognition, they're like, they don't care.
so do you think possibly for some artists it could be seen as like a starting point?
Well, maybe not a starting point, but like if you get a Grammy, then it's like, okay, good.
Yeah, I can kick on now.
But it's more of just like an extra level of like, you know, recognition that you could say, okay, well, people do think I'm okay, so maybe I'll keep.
Yeah.
But I feel like you don't need it to be successful anymore.
Yeah, because I just think, like, for me, like, Grammys should seem like something that, like, not that everyone should have to work their whole career towards, but
It should be like the Holy Grail.
it should be the pinnacle. Yeah. But whereas I see young artists like what's that girl, SZA? Like, she's so young and she's won a Grammy, and well deserved. I think she won like R&B performance, that kind of thing. But I just think some artists are getting loads of Grammys just so early in their career.
Billie Eilish has loads already.
Yeah, and she won another one for Song of the Year, wasn't it? So, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like they're kind of just getting thrown out kind of willy-nilly a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with streaming as well. Like back in the day, Grammys might have been bigger because if you won a Grammy, then you might sell more CDs.
Right.
But like now with streaming and the internet, like you don't need that publicity.
Yeah, because you already kind of have it.
Like most people who listen to like Billie Eilish or like Taylor Swift, they don't even care that much about the Grammys. They just like listening to the music.
Do you think so? Yeah. Do you think these people genuinely have that love for music?
The people who listen to their songs?
The people who make the music, like Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift, or is it all about just
a little bit at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Taylor Swift is pumping out albums left, right, and centre.
She's good. I'll tell you what though, like she is a fucking smart businesswoman. Like to promote that album, like, or to announce that album when she won the Grammys, like, yeah.
But she's also flying private jets everywhere. So.
Did you see that actually? What did you think of that? Yeah, that guy's. I think he's there filing like lawsuits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what a hero he is. Like,
what was that? Just to track where she is, basically.
Just to track how often she's using her private jet. Like she took a private jet for like a 14-minute journey, and like the amount of emissions that causes is like so much. And like for like normal people, anytime you hear about like climate change, it's like, oh, we all need to band together to like work against climate change. Mm-hmm. And you have someone like Taylor Swift who's just fucking destroying the planet just so she can get somewhere a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So you think it was a good thing that I guess he was tracking them.
She's a fucking rich person. I mean,
yeah,
she's destroying the planet more than the average person.
Yeah,
a lot more.
Just get a car, you know.
Just get a fucking car, like normal people.
Yeah. I mean, she could be driven anywhere. See, private jets. I just feel like are just such a normal thing now. You get famous, you get money, you get a private jet. Like that's just.
Like, it's a nice luxury, but then when you realize like what it's doing,
how
harmful it is to the environment.
Yeah. Like I can imagine a lot of celebrities in England, like if they need to go across the country, they're not going to go out of Heathrow. Like, do you know what I mean? They're going to get their private jet.
Yeah, but some celebrities still do. I think Dua Lipa, she still flies commercially, doesn't she?
Does she?
I think so. I seen a tweet with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have a lot of respect for that, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does seem like kind of a person that.
Expensive though.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy on TikTok that actually sells private jets.
Really?
And he like films the whole process of like him selling it to the person.
Yeah.
It's just such a like dystopian type thing, because like they sit there in this massive room and there's a huge screen like covering the entire wall.
Yeah.
And the guy's like pressing button. He's like, so what would you like in your private jet? Would you like a bar? Would you like a little movie screen, shit like that? And they're just like pressing buttons, and suddenly the price is going up, and you're like,
really? Yeah.
They're spending like 30 million on a private jet, and like
that is nuts. Yeah, maybe we could do a podcast on a private jet.
that would be fun. I mean,
that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Or did you ever see that clip of?
Just keep it on the ground.
Did you ever see that clip of David Dobrik though, where he tries to like expose like all models who are on like so-called private jets, and then he like walks towards the camera and the camera zooms out, and it's just like a set that's just built like a private jet. So maybe we could do that, you know.
Yeah, that's way more environmentally friendly.
Exactly, yeah.
That would be a good thing.
But I suppose reverting back to Taylor Swift, one of my things
we talk about Taylor Swift a lot.
We do, but we actually talk about Taylor Swift last episode. But just especially since the Grammys, my thing was, and I don't, obviously she doesn't do this herself intentionally, but one thing that kind of irked me a little bit was like how much of the spotlight she gets when it should be on other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like every time someone goes to receive an award, or
her reaction or something.
Yeah, or every time somebody is performing, it will see like her it will pan to her dancing along, that sort of thing, and I'm just like, you know, she just gets so much attention, and I just don't understand it.
Just from a business perspective though, because like the people know she's gonna rake in the most views.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, true. And I suppose the Super Bowl, when we're filming this, the Super Bowl is tomorrow night. At the time we're filming this, yeah, and obviously her fella is
he playing?
He's playing in the Super Bowl, the final. So
who's playing at the halftime show?
Usher.
Is it?
See, there's another one. You know, he's playing at the Super Bowl, but he's not up for Grammys, and I think he released a new album like yesterday or the day before, right before the performance. I just don't get like the timing of that.
But yeah, I think that just shows that Grammys or artists don't really care that much about the Grammys anymore.
Yeah,
which is fine, I think.
But even then, he's released an album like a few days before the Super Bowl, where people aren't going to have time to, you know, if he wants to try and perform some of those songs.
Maybe he'll just perform his old stuff, and then
his classics,
people get into it. They're like, "Oh, by the way, I also have a new album. Go check that out."
He might perform like his newest single, sort of at the end, yeah. But one person that really impressed me at the Grammys was Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell, bro. She looked like, and like Miley Cyrus has been through a lot of shit, I can imagine, in her life. Like, she's a bit of a wild character, or at least was. But I thought that was like so well deserved, that Grammy, and like she looked like, Taylor Swift is a superstar, but Miley Cyrus looked like a superstar, like on that stage, like from everything, just the way she looked, her hair, her dress, like her performance, like she was brilliant. So like I was delighted for her, because I know people probably have mixed opinions on her.
Yeah, I feel like it's people like go through phases of that, like they get big, then they have a little controversy, and then they go away for a while. People start to think, oh, that was a bit stupid that we got pissed off about that. And they come back and they're like, oh, we missed you. Yeah, and they come back and they try and show like they are an honest person, good person. But no, I was delighted for her. In fairness, like she was phenomenal. Did she win two?
I think she just won one. Oh. See, Billie Eilish won Song of the Year, but Miley Cyrus won Record of the Year. So I don't know what that. I don't know what the difference is, but I was delighted for her in that sense.
I listened to Boy Genius a lot, and they won.
Boy Genius, I don't know who that is.
Awards.
Really?
Yeah, so I was happy with that.
Who's Boy Genius?
You know, Phoebe Bridgers.
No, is this really bad? I don't know who these are.
You were talking about the Grammys a lot, and they won. I think Phoebe Bridgers took home the most Grammys.
Fuck, I don't know who that is.
Really?
No, I really don't know who that is.
She used to date Paul Mescal.
God, no, I have no idea.
It's sad that I have to say that.
Is she Irish?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
She's American, but it's her, Lucy Dacus, and Gillian Baker. It's
a group, like.
Yeah, they were all individual artists, and then they came together to form like a super group.
Yeah.
And they released an album this year, and it won. I think did it win best? They won best rock song, I think.
Right, that's so weird. I don't know who that is.
They won a few other things, but
yeah,
I was happy because I like the music.
Yeah, like even there was that guy Killer Mike.
Killer Mike, yeah.
Bro, I didn't know who that was.
Really?
He won like 3 rap awards, right?
Yeah.
And like rap album of the year. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's gonna get so much. Anyone who watches that is gonna be like, oh my god. I didn't know who that was.
I mean,
am I right in saying he worked with like Dr. Dre and stuff though, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I had read that.
I kind of first came across him like back in 2020.
Right.
During all the protests, the Black Lives Matter protests, he was like a massive part of it.
Was he?
He's like old-fashioned rap in that it's not just music, it's like politics and it's like fucking revolution and shit like that.
I can get behind that, yeah.
He's like outspoken a lot, and
so it's quite different to a lot of rap these days. Like,
I mean, yes, he's what rap used to be in that he like gets involved and he's passionate about shit and he like uses rap to like make a stand against like
yeah,
the government, I guess.
Jesus, yeah, no, because I had no fucking idea who I had no idea, but
you love music, don't you?
You'd think so. Well, you wouldn't think so. You know, the fact that I don't know who that is, but
I mean, there's a lot. That's the thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Grammys were that big a deal, you would probably know everyone who was winning a Grammy.
That was my thinking as well.
That's not such a big deal. It's like, oh, this person won a Grammy. Who is that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like back in the day, it's like if somebody won a Grammy, like you probably knew who they were.
And he won 3 of them.
I
didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
But he got into some sort of backstage thing. Did you see that? He got like taken away by like police. Like, he got into some sort of backstage like altercation, like after winning a Grammy.
Taylor Swift.
Maybe with Taylor Swift. Who knows? He just did a full-on Will Smith. Just wins a big award, but just fuck shit up.
Right. The Oscars is coming up soon, so hopefully they recreate that in some way.
So do you think it is all the same for the Oscars? Or do you think I think the Oscars holds a little bit more prestige?
I think back in the day, yeah, the Oscars had a lot more credibility, but I feel like now it's not as big anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's kind of like the Grammys in that if you won an Oscar back in the day, it would be like, okay, now I'm gonna get lots of funding to make my next movie and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't think you need that anymore. Now it's like if you make big at the box office, you can get funding anyway. Like.
Yeah.
So I think it's not as big a deal, and I think it has lost credibility in the last few years because some of the awards that have won have been a bit like they're not serious. Like
and this is the thing. Like I think the Grammys this year they brought in 3 new awards. So the fact that when they bring in new awards, it almost feels like they're kind of just they're wanting to give it to new people in a way, sort of,
Yeah.
But
I feel like with the Oscars it's different. It's like the people that have won the awards in the last few years are like. They've given awards to people not based on their actual like performance in a movie, but just because this person, like Brendan Fraser, like he was really good he won for The Whale last year.
Haven't seen that yet, and I really want to see that. Yeah,
he was quite good, but I think they just gave it to him because it was like he was gone for so long and he made this big comeback and everyone was happy that he was back. So fuck it, we'll just give him the Oscar. Yeah, and like Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress. And I think that was just because she has been around for so long.
What?
Yeah, so they kind of just gave it to her because like her performance was not the best. Like
that wasn't for what movie was that for?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay.
What were you thinking of?
I was gonna say because she like the Halloween movies, like.
Oh no.
Because there was one released in like 22 or 21, I think.
No, but I think they just gave
it. It was like fucking hell.
He's been around the block for so long.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a lifetime recognition award, but they have those awards, so just give her one of those.
Right. Yeah.
She didn't deserve that award, but they gave it to her anyway.
But I suppose it is good. At the same time, it is good that she is also still taking big serious roles because when she released the Halloween movie, I was thinking, wow, she is just there for the money at this stage.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's not the most serious of roles.
Is it not? No.
I mean, no, it was a brilliant movie, but like her role in it isn't exactly like
it wasn't Oscar worthy.
It's not like
really
a powerful performance at all.
Yeah,
it's probably the worst performance in the entire movie.
Yeah, like I can imagine for supporting actor or actress, there's going to be a lot of big names this year.
I mean, there was.
Will Robert Downey Jr. be up for that? Do you think he's
this
up?
Year, he's up for it.
He's up for that for Oppenheimer. Yeah, like he's
probably win it.
Yeah.
I don't think Ryan Gosling's going to win for Barbie.
Would he be supporting? He would go down as supporting, would he?
Yeah.
He can't just go for best actor.
I don't think so. I don't think they vote for him.
Yeah. Who they reckon? Cillian Murphy and Paul. What's the guy's name? Is it Paul?
Paul Giamatti.
That's the one.
Yeah, they're gonna tussle it out for best actor probably.
Yeah, has Cillian Murphy won an Oscar before?
No, never.
That is mental, isn't it?
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, he hasn't done a lot of big leading roles. He's always been like a sideman almost.
Almost like yeah.
He
like his role in Batman, I guess.
Yeah, he's always done kind of supporting roles.
Yeah.
And I think Christopher Nolan was like one of the first people that actually trusted
brought him through. Saw it in him, kind of, yeah. Yeah, but I
don't think he gives a shit.
Do you not think so?
He doesn't need recognition.
He just seems so laid back, like.
Yeah, he's like. But I think that all of the kind of best actors are kind of like that. Like, they don't care about the awards. They're just in it because that's their job, and like they're passionate about their craft. Yeah,
I would love to interview him. I think he'd be a great interview. He'd just be so relaxed.
Some interviews that I've seen of him, he sometimes come across as like he actually doesn't care.
Doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But when you get him and ask him like actual good questions, I feel like he
gets involved. Like, yeah, he seems very intelligent.
Yeah.
He seems like he knows his shit. Like, but I think the Oscars though do hold a lot more prestige, because I think it can sometimes take a long time, I guess, for, you know, if you have a big role, it can sometimes take years to prepare it for and film, and, you know, there's obviously method acting and people having to live that role, whereas not that music isn't as not that music is easier, but you can just shout music if you want, like, true. You know, like,
well, I mean,
Taylor Swift could shit out an album and it would probably win a Grammy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's,
we'll see what her next one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she re-released her old music.
Yeah.
That wasn't changed too much, if I'm right in saying.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with like the people who owned it were like kind of forcing her I don't know what it was, but she kind of reclaimed her old music from like whatever record companies or labels were trying to like keep it and control it. She kind of took it back.
Right.
Which I rate that. I think it's taking back control of her own music and.
Okay, I get you, yeah.
Now, some songs, I'll admit, some songs were worse.
But that to me just sounds like she wanted all of the money this time, you know?
There's one song in particular that, like, her new version, Taylor's version, I don't think is as good.
Really?
As the old version. And it pains me because, like, you don't want to listen to the old version because you don't want to give money to those people that, like, those, like, labels. You'd rather, again, do you want to give money to Taylor Swift either? I don't know.
That's the thing. Should we go to Taylor Swift this year in Ireland? Maybe. Who knows?
We'll get tickets.
I mean, we could. We'll rock up. We'll rock up and say we're the Comfort Zone podcast. Yeah. Do some drunk interviews.
Talk shit about Taylor Swift a lot.
We have actually. Yeah. We'll be on the list, sort of. Not that kind of list. Not that kind of list.
A witness protection list.
A witness protection list.
We actually might need to go into witness protection if we piss off
Taylor Swift fans anymore. Yeah, true. There's probably not many watching, so don't worry. I should actually preface, by the way, I realised I'm wearing a Celtic jersey, so just in case there's any Protestants that do discover this podcast, my apologies, you know. Yeah. Well, I guess that is the other.
Yeah, you know. I thought you were going to say like Rangers fans, but no.
Well, one and the same thing, really. So, you know, I mean, no offence. I was wearing a hoodie, but it's fucking roasting. Although I am actually cold now. You can see I have goosebumps right now. It is cold.
You just want to show off the tats, man.
That's not.
That's all you were going to do.
See, now I feel.
Take us through them.
Now I'm insecure, man. Now I'm insecure.
They're nice. They're cool.
I actually meant to get a new tattoo last week, but long story short, we couldn't. So I had sent on a tattoo to get done. Couldn't. And obviously they want to put their own style on it. Yeah. You know. So it was changed a little bit from the one I sent in.
Couldn't agree on it.
And we had done out the stencil many times, and basically all I wanted was this section filled in here in the middle. And he had done out the stencil, like, I would say about 10 different times. You know, trying to get it to work, trying to get it the way he wanted and kind of the way we wanted, I guess. And obviously each time then it was like, oh no, that's wrong, so we have to get rid of it. We had to scrub my arm, like spray it, and like it stung like a bitch, like it was stinging. And then you'd have to get a kitchen towel, scrub it off so it would come off, and you could put it on again.
Back alley somewhere, or is this guy professional?
This was a professional, don't worry, he's one of the best in the business. But
really, if he
is, no, it was just that like you had to, like, because it's all purple, it's like dark purple. My arm was like purple for like 2 days, and it's very bald right now because all the hair was shaved off it, so I'm a bit of a naked mole rat at the moment.
That's okay.
But each time having to like scrub the life out of my arm with kitchen towel.
So you just didn't do it in the end?
And I just didn't do it. So
just couldn't get it right.
It's booked in for another couple of weeks' time. So
hopefully you're yours.
Yeah.
You might have to chop it off.
Hopefully, it was literally red raw.
That would be pain. That's
my arm, not anywhere
right
else.
Arm.
That's my right arm.
But you're left-handed.
I'm left-handed, yeah.
So if you were in a situation where you had to cut off one of your arms,
I cut off my right arm.
even though that's the one you've put all the tattoos in.
I don't know, because maybe I could go right-handed then.
You would have to learn.
Because like for writing, left-handed isn't very good.
True.
You know.
But how much writing?
Do you ever see those girls that are left-handed, but they tie their like hand behind their back like for years, like to make themselves right-handed? Yeah, I've heard stories about that. Yeah, they tie their left hand behind their back for like whenever they're writing or like doing stuff. They just use the right arm, and then it becomes their good arm.
People are crazy.
Yeah, it's a very posh wank. Anyway, no, but that's I guess that's.
Actually, I'm sorry, I just have to get a phone call.
You're getting a phone call?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, gone so soon. I guess that's one of my goals this year. Then get more tattoos, spend more money.
I thought you were gonna say get more phone calls. I was like, I can give you
get more phone calls. Well, yeah.
I want less phone calls. Please don't call me.
Oh, we don't call each other.
No, I just hate the sound of my phone ringing.
Yeah, that's one thing though we did do this week though. We actually hopped in a call and prepared this podcast, so there has been some preparation gone in.
Yeah, but I feel like we've gone off list a little bit. But
do you think so? Yeah.
Let's talk about finding God.
Okay.
No, let's not talk about that.
You want to go? Adam wants to go religious in this podcast.
No, I wanted to talk about. I had a thought, like what I would do if I was tall, and I think this is a really good idea.
This is going to be such a sad segment.
No,
what do I do if I was tall? I'm actually interested to hear this.
I don't care that I'm not tall.
Okay, so what have you got? Like 5 things if you were tall?
No, not even.
Not even.
Just like 2 things.
Okay.
But like the first thing is the money maker.
What kind of tall are we talking? Are we talking like 6 foot kind of tall, or are we talking like 7'5"?
I'm talking like 6'3" minimum.
Minimum, okay.
If I was tall. Mm-hmm. So what I would do, because as a short person, I think about this. What if somebody did this to me and I wouldn't like it? But if I would do it to other people. Okay. So I would go into like a city centre, like a busy area. Okay. And you see a lot of people like listening to music.
This sounds okay, yeah. Listening to me, like just like
they have specifically people who have wireless headphones on.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like standing around like a busker or something.
No.
Okay.
Like people like with wireless headphones on who would just
pull them off their head.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off, Adam.
I'm serious. If I was tall, I would just find a really busy place with lots of people, and I would take the headphones off short people who have wireless headphones, because then you can just like run and they won't be able to catch you. And you have their headphones.
Why would they not? They might be able to catch. Just because they're short doesn't mean they're slow.
But even then, they're small, so like they're not going to put up a fight. So like you could make so.
Are you speaking from experience here?
No, but I'm afraid that this is going to happen to me. So if I was tall, I would do it to others. Like I would take their headphones and just like you could get like in like one sprint down the street, you could get like 4 or 5 pairs of headphones. And just you could sell them or you could keep them. You might need to find like a charger for them or something, but you could get that quite easily because the headphone is the most expensive part. Is that not a good idea? You tell me that.
Can I just say, I've known Adam for many a year, and that is one of the most just like. I would never expect you to say if you were tall, you would go around stealing people's headphones.
It would work though. Tell me. Where's the flaw in that plan?
It's a good money-making scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what if they're like broken ones? We could use them for the podcast.
Yeah.
So
you could fix them, sell them for 20-30 quid.
I can't believe you would just go around stealing headphones.
But I just think if I was taught I would have the confidence to do something like that.
Would you try wired ones?
No, this is the thing. Wired is too difficult because then they have it plugged into their phone, and then
you might
yank them off their head and their phone comes.
It might be like fishing. You might catch a device with you though at the same time.
Again, I don't want to take their phone as well. I feel bad.
You want to take their headphones, but you don't want to take their phone.
Like, okay, fair enough. You lose your headphones. It's a sobering experience. Like you're sitting there, no music playing. Yeah. Like imagine you're just bopping along to your music and then suddenly it's gone. You've been robbed. Yeah. And you just have to stand there in silence, and you have to go home in silence. Yeah. And you have so much time to think about what just happened to you. It would be awful. It would be really traumatizing for me. Yeah, that is true. Still do it. I've just thought of a good business idea. Yeah. I don't know whether this is a thing. It probably is. I'm going completely off script right here. I've just thought of a great business idea. Yeah, give it to us. This could already be a thing, but if it's not. Right, so say you're short,
You get your no, okay.
Headphones
It doesn't matter actually if you're tall or short now in this scenario. Say you're walking through town, you get your phone stolen. You're listening to music on your headphones, your phone gets pulled out of your pocket. They should make headphones where the music can be played in the headphones. Do you get what I mean?
Kind of like an iPod, but like in the headphones.
Yeah. So there should be like a little like kind of small little screen or something, like a few buttons on the side that you can like link your Spotify.
Yeah, I guess.
Almost like an Apple Watch type of interface, sort of on it, but in your headphones.
Yeah, true.
I think that's all for the Comfort Zone podcast. We've
actually solve the problem of like, what if I just steal your? Like, I'm just going to steal those headphones then.
Yeah, no. If you steal those headphones,
they're going to be worth more money. So if that's just going to make me more money because I'm stealing them.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if those headphones got stolen, that would be pretty shit. But then at least you still have your phone in that case. But I think I've just come up with a brilliant business idea. What could we call them? I'm trying to think of something with the Comfort Zone, but the comfort.
Cum phones? No, that's
the cum phones. I mean, I think they already exist.
I had another thing that I would do if I was tall.
Okay, yeah,
So,
hit me.
You wanted to talk about this as well. You know those people on TikTok barbers?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So, you know those people that go up to random people on the street and they're like, "Hey man, I'm a barber, let me cut your hair."
I was literally talking about this with my barber yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a mad thing.
Yeah.
So
they like give free haircuts.
Yeah. So if I was tall, right, and I just think I would have more confidence as a tall person to do this. I would go up to people and I would get the equipment and shit and be like, "Hey, I'm a barber, let me cut your hair," but then I can't cut hair. But they don't fucking know that. Because like some of these people aren't checking. They're just like, "Oh, you're a barber, chill, let me sit down in your chair and I'll let you cut my hair."
But why does that matter if you're tall?
It doesn't really, but...
Are you saying short people can't be barbers?
No, not really. But like, I think I would trust a tall person more if they came up and said, "Oh, let me cut your hair."
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah, but I can't cut hair. But I would fool people into thinking I can cut hair, and then I would fuck their shit up.
You could... Oh, this is going to sound weird. You could just ask children. If you're short, because they'll be shorter.
Okay, yeah.
And that you look tall to them.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother thing of... Especially if you're not actually going to cut their hair. If you're
and they're more likely to... Oh, you know what?
Right
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't.
I was trying to go one way with this and you took it a whole different way. But anyway, that's what I would do if I was tall. That's the segment over.
You'd cut children's hair?
No.
Okay.
I would cut people's hair, but like... I would do it badly because I'm not actually a barber, but it's their fault for trusting a random stranger on the street with a camera. I realize now that everything I've said I would do if I was tall is just really bad, and it's like making society worse. Yeah. That's what I think tall people do anyway.
Cut people's hair and steal headphones.
I just think they make society worse. So
yeah.
If I was tall, I would also do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. I think we're out of time.
So that's what you've
that was
been thinking
all I
about.
had prepared for this podcast.
Really? How long are we going for? About 40 minutes?
43 minutes.
43 minutes. Well, we're yeah.
What else do we want to talk about?
Do you know one thing I wanted to talk about, because it's quite important to me? We spoke about my tattoos. I have one tattoo for my biggest idol in life.
God.
Yeah. No. My favorite. You know, we were going to talk about that, but I kind of
on the list. So that's why I talked.
It's on the list. We kind of. I don't really want to just shove that in as a kind of 10-minute.
What have we got to say?
10-minute segment. That's the thing. Like we spoke about this, didn't we? Though, like eventually it would be cool to do a podcast format where we do big topics for
the whole episode.
The whole kind of episode, because I feel like
I could do a whole episode of what I would do if I was tall.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
possibly. Or like say as like a guest, we could get in people who. I love how we're just pitching like ideas now. But what about it could be people that are experts on these.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? That would be quite fun. Yeah. But basically, we don't want to just shove in Jeffrey Epstein for 10 minutes.
So what were you going to talk about?
That was a weird sentence. I don't want to shove in Jeffrey Epstein for 10 minutes. But no. So my biggest idol, who passed away a few years ago, Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
I think
it was Michael Jackson.
In a musical sense, yeah. Definitely not in a life sort of sense. He's not my idol. But no, Kobe Bryant, he's like my biggest idol. But he had a statue for him erected yesterday in the... Don't, come on, man.
As soon as you looked at me, I was like, I knew it's coming.
He had a statue put up outside the Lakers stadium, the basketball team, yesterday, and I just thought it was a really, really big moment. Like, it was, they announced like he's going to have three statues.
Oh, nice.
Outside. They're going to have one with him and his little girl that died in the crash as well, and then they're going to have one in. He wore two numbers throughout his career, number 8, which they put up yesterday, and number 24 as well. So they're going to have 3 statues for him. Damn. And I guess I just wanted to kind of mention that because he's like my biggest inspiration, my drive. You know,
happy for you that
if it weren't for Kobe Bryant, this podcast mightn't be here.
Yeah, true that.
Because he
better him than Michael Jackson.
Better him than Michael Jackson.
They were
putting
pictures of statues of Michael Jackson.
Yeah. But his wife was like the one who was like kind of announcing it and stuff, and was like headed a sort of ceremony thing, and like she was like talking about like people that like don't like the pose that he does in the statue.
Oh, really?
And she was like oh, Kobe picked this pose himself. Yeah. So like anyone who doesn't like it, she just goes tough shit. Tough shit. It was just so good. But he's just someone who's so full of like it's mad, like with these sports stars. I feel like a lot of them try and be role models, but I think this guy was just someone who just had it in him to be a role model. And like I have a as cringy as this sounds, I have a folder in my phone of all like his most like famous quotes. And like,
go on, give us one right now.
Okay, every negative pressure or challenge is all an opportunity for me to rise.
There you go. That's it, guys.
Yeah. Or if you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail.
Shit. Fuck. Serious?
Yeah. There you go. If you're afraid to fail, you're probably going to fail. So,
Fuck. I'm gonna fail.
You're gonna fail because you're afraid to fail. There you go.
That doesn't feel that uplifted though.
Yeah. Well, kind of. It's more so he was
kind of telling you not to be afraid of failure, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. He was kind of more so just like
who's just generally a fearful person, they'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna fail.
He's kind of one of those. It seems like he's quite motivational in the sense he's like, just go and fucking do it. Just get your shit.
That says, never believe you're good enough. That's my favorite quote.
That was Michael Jackson.
That was MJ. Yeah.
Never believe you're good enough.
Never believe you're good enough. That's what I look.
Maybe I'll get that tattooed on me, just on my other arm.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Well, that's it then.
Can't believe we've gone from Kobe Bryant to.
Sorry, yeah, I kind of derailed that. That was a nice moment.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to address that because it was only put up last night. It was only erected last night. So. Big child over here. Erected. Erected.
It's a funny word.
Yeah, but we kind of had a few. We had a good few topics for this podcast. I think we kind of over prepared.
Yeah, well, next time though we have stuff to talk about.
Can I just say last kind of topic? Okay. Fuck Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
He's just signed for Ferrari, and it's another sporting topic.
I will fuck him anytime.
He's just he's a very attractive man, to be fair, but he's just signed for his biggest rival, Ferrari. So it's as if like Messi went to Real Madrid in a way.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? He's just signed for Ferrari, $100 million deal, I guess. Yeah, but it's just a very sad time for the racing world.
And so you're upset because the small British man is driving a different car.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like he was with Mercedes since he was like 13, or like since he was a child. But he was like, when he signed for Ferrari, he was like, it's been my dream since I was a child. So it's kind of like every fucking sports star says that. Well, fuck you, Lewis Hamilton. Like imagine being like a Fulham fan, and someone signs for your club, and they're like, that's been a dream of mine since I was a child. You know? Yeah. Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Yeah. Unless they were born like in Fulham. Yeah, but like say like Adama Traore, like if he was like, "God, it's been my dream since I was a child."
Bro.
Possibly, yeah.
Nah, he didn't say that.
I mean, he just loves London.
He fucking loves the chills.
But yeah, so you know, sorry to all the F1 fans out there. You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be, that league's going to be shaken up.
Yeah. I say scrap the whole thing.
But
Make
I
it
guess to
car park.
finish off the podcast, I guess we had one or two things we put out on the Instagram story for anything that people wanted to discuss. But one of them really confused me because one of them was has Joshua survived the bear attack?
You were confused with that.
I can't remember.
You are so fucking dumb.
Was I attacked by
We
a?
literally talked about this on the last podcast.
Was I attacked
How
by a
do
bear?
you not remember?
I don't remember,
Well,
Anna.
and the fact that I mentioned this to you already, and I thought you would have gone and looked at it by now. And
I tried to find it and I couldn't. I was just scrolling through for a few minutes and I couldn't find it. So
it's a niche pair, but I'm not going to give you anything. You need to find this out yourself.
Oh.
Thank you to our loyal fans who actually know what that's about. But
Yeah, I have
clearly the fucking host of this podcast.
I have the mind of I have a brain like a sieve. It just goes
in and out.
just can't.
See you later.
Yeah, but
Well, I would say you have recovered from the bear attack.
I'm all good from the bear attack, so we're good.
Thank you so much.
So you know, I appreciate all the support.
Thanks for everyone sending your questions. We probably won't answer them.
Probably, yeah. But it was just, I guess, it was good to get people involved.
Maybe next
that watch.
time we'll get more time to answer.
One of them. All right, here's another one. Now this is going to be a hard one. We're okay for a minute or two. One of the other good ones that we had, the last one, we'll finish on this, was what are your deepest secrets?
You said that.
Someone said that.
Who the fuck said that? Did my mom say that? Is that?
It probably was your mum. Yeah.
I didn't know somebody said that.
I'm trying to think of a secret I can unveil on this podcast.
See, a friend of mine recently told me a really mad secret like this. I'm not going to say who they are, but
Okay.
I'm going to tell the secret.
No, yeah, it's fine. So if this friend is watching, don't worry.
I don't think he is, but he told me that like we're talking about weird things that we do, and he was like every morning that when I'm walking down the stairs, I jump up on the railing and hang there for a few seconds.
Wait, the railing?
Yeah, like the stair. He like jumps up and just hangs down.
Every morning?
I think that's so fucking weird.
That's really weird.
I'm sorry.
That's just in front of your family. Maybe
bad.
it's like a superstitious sort of thing.
No, I think to be fair, he said he just wanted to see if he could still like hold his weight up. What about the day when you can't anymore, and then you just jump and fucking fall?
Jesus. My mother once told me a story of when she was at a house party when she was younger, and it was that mental, and they all fell. There was people on
What?
there was people on the stairs, and they all fell through the banisters.
What do you mean? How?
Like
They
so,
were
you know
sitting
the
on the
banister
banister?
that you know the banister that I think it's this banister. So you know the banister that like I'm sure she won't mind me telling this
In
story.
your house?
No, like this was when she was younger.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Like she was at a house party or something, and I presume it's the banister that goes a lot down along the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
would like slide down it maybe.
I think so, or like leaning on it, and the banister just fell.
To be fair, I was at a party one time and we were outside, like they had like a swing outside,
Yeah.
and we were like 10, no, 14.
Yeah.
We were all like swinging on the swing and it just broke. And it was like a really old swing that was in their family for a long time, and we just fucking broke it.
Jesus.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, I can't actually think of many deep secrets that I have. I'm not a very secretive person.
No, you put it all out there.
Yeah.
My deepest secret, I am in witness protection.
Yeah.
That's it.
We'll end on that.
Yeah. Should we end on maybe another Kobe quote?
And God, you've put me on the spot here now.
Come on.
You've put me on the spot here now. Heroes come and go, but legends are forever.
There you go. Thanks for watching.
There you go. Thanks very much for watching.
Tune in next week. Not next week, but
yeah, we'll be
soon.
back on YouTube and Spotify, and follow the Instagram as well, because we actually have Adam's birthday present that he got from me. Well, Adam got me a birthday present.
No, it was a Christmas present.
Oh, it was a Christmas present.
Yeah, because it was meant to be for the Christmas.
I mean, you could
podcast.
say it's a birthday present, I guess.
It's both,
in a way.
Yeah. It was a nice little cameo.
It was a nice little cameo, yeah. So we might put that on the Instagram. So make sure you follow the Instagram at the Comfort Zone Pod.
Yeah.
And follow us on YouTube and Spotify. And
follow me home.
Follow me home. Yeah, perfect. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stream it on Granny's iPad. And we'll see you on the next one.
Love you.
Bye.